All right. I guess we're live. So sketch up some stuff tonight. The lighting's good for this. Let me look up some reference on this. I don't exactly know what her hair looks like, but this is supposed to be Anna Williams from the Tekken video game. Let me see what her hair looks like. I just know it's super short. I know there's bangs. Oh, it's very different now from what it was from the first video games. She's got slanted bangs now. Crap. Well, maybe we're just doing original Anna tonight. And maybe I'm drawing her hair too short. Maybe it goes down lower than that. I don't know. might be drawing it too short. Still, though, I like the short stuff. Let's see, how does it go? Anna's not usually that pissed off. She's like usually smiling. She looks mad right now. It's still maybe a little too short, but I don't care. Going shorter. She's got a mustache. Crap. She looks like she's got some peach fuzz on there. Can't get rid of it. Let's experiment right now. Is her eye in the wrong place? That's what I get for just winging stuff. This is why I could never be like a Kim Jong-gi guy. I race too much. How did I? Was her chin okay? Goodness, I can't draw this. I'm trying not to move the paper around, but I'm screwing it up. Her hair might not be long enough, but I don't care. I'm just keeping it. she have like a little choker on? That doesn't look like it. I don't care, I'm putting one on. All right, that's cool. That's a little warm up. I was only planning on doing like headshots with it. Can mess around with a little bit of figure. What kind of dress does she have? Should I play around with her nose and mouth, or is it okay? Let's play around with it. It's probably going to end up looking exactly the same. Let's move this back a little bit. Maybe we can get a more happy, smiley Anna. Yeah, I think that's better. A for Anna. All right. That's a little bit better. All right. right, now my biggest issue is I draw tiny heads and huge bodies. Let's try to like avoid that. Let's see if this. Hand is not too massive compared to the head. So I wanted to have her having a little knife. But I don't know what kind of knife to draw. Should it be like a throwing knife? Screw up the knife. Maybe I'm just being too picky. I know she's. Crap. So I kind of, you know what? I was gonna have her with fingernails and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure she has gloves on. Like gloves that go all the way up here. All right, there's the top of her dress. All right, now this is where I'm starting to second guess myself. Let's bring this in a little bit. Not too much. Crap, that's probably exactly where it was. This would be cool if she's like not cutting herself, but resting the little blade on her arm. You know what? I don't even like to draw that much on females, that much definition. All right. So top of dress. Looks like she's going to be covering up her cleavage all the way. Awesome. And top of dress over here. Now here's the thing. It's like I wanted to. Honestly, I was just gonna do faces, but now we're like really getting into like anatomy and stuff. But getting to the bottom of the page, I mean, I still got some room, but it's not a lot. What I was thinking about doing though is putting no, because I'm gonna do this. Crap, I don't do ends anymore. Damn, I already forgot what I was doing. Am I spelling this name right? M. Honestly, what should I do here? Finish her arm at least. Elbow. It's pointy elbow. Maybe not big enough elbow. I don't know. Did she have like a flower design on her dress? Maybe definitely not in the original. Let's just give her some flowers. Pattern. This way. All right. So that's fun. Let's do another character over here. What should I do? What is one of the main Mishimas? Kazuya. Let me Google that real quick. I probably should have done this beforehand. Kazuya Mishima. Alright, images. Simple spiky hair. Man, for Tekken 1. Oh crap. All right, let's do this. Get the overall shape. This is super low hairline. I bet she's got some super spiky brows. Let's have it looking up. Oh crap! People are talking in the chat. Oh, sorry, yo. Hey, Curious. I am drawing some Tekken characters from the Namco Tekken fighting game series. I'm just messing around. I don't know if this may be accurately referred to as a warm-up or something. I feel super freaking rusty on just sketching things. Jiminy Cricket is in the house. How long was I ignoring you guys? Honestly, I mean, whoever like really expects anybody to show up to live streams, especially at this hour? What time is it for everybody? I don't know about y'all, but it is 12:30 for me. Yeah, I never expect anybody to show up to these things. It still doesn't even register to me that this is live right now. All right, let's see if I can get a good face and not like some kitty baby face demon Mishima. Let's see what else y'all saying. Jiminy asks if he's number one yet. What do you mean number one? Oh, Jiminy, you're an hour later than me. I'm pretty sure that I knew that. we talked about it. Yeah, because you're in the Florida region. All right, now here's the thing that's going to try and salvage this drawing not looking like a man baby. Let's get an ear on him. So anybody's wondering what I'm doing, like if you put sunglasses on a character, I just basically draw a line straight like the sunglasses are resting on his ear. Make sure the ear is like the proper distance. Honestly, I'm just winging it. Let's get a good solid chin on this guy. Now, this still kind of looks like a baby face. Maybe his hair's not going back enough. He looks too much like Dimitri from Darkstalkers. Let's see if I can fix this. I think it's supposed to go more back. Jiminy must be up working on some commissions. Jiminy says more angular features. Give him some cheekbones. Let me see. Let me see if I know how to do cheekbones. That already looks better. I mean, for simple sketch, I mean, make his ear not look ridiculous. All right, let's see. All right, so salvaging this not looking like a man baby is going to depend on his back of his neck, which we're about to figure out right now. Go straight back. Give him a thick neck. Some shadow on the Adam's apple. Oh, yeah, he's got scars on his face, too. Hold on a sec. Got like a scar going across his face right there, and then across his face there. That helps him look more manly. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this hair, just... But yeah, you're right, more angular features. Jiminy says he's not working right now. Did you? Oh, you just finished streaming a few hours ago. So you're packing art. Packing art you've done for shipping. Freaking awesome. Yeah, what day is it? So it's Thursday. Yeah, you just streamed. Or it was Thursday. Freak, it's Friday now. All right, now his... I already screwed this up, but his face is way bigger than her face already, so I'm still going to try to do a big versus thing. Let's draw some electricity, splitting them up. folks, all right? Super fun times. All right. All right, let's see what I can maybe get a glove in over here. Because I already screwed up his. Man, I really tried to get his head not so big compared to hers. Oh, well. Curious. I think you said, Jiminy says she looks great. I think you're maybe talking about Anna Williams here. I think if that's who you're talking about, muchos. Thank you. Curious says, yeah, the chick is beautiful. Hey, if you're talking about Anna, that's awesome. I'm kind of glad I redid her face. I always screw up where the eyes go too, so there's no telling how jacked up her eyes are. And my table's on an angle anyway, so if my drawing looks off, I just blame it on the angle of my camera. I'm actually kind of really happy with this face a little bit. I mean, I'm hardly ever happy with anything. I guess I'm more like not miserable with it. Let's see here. I know oh crap, he's got a bunch of body scars. All right, let's see how we can get a glove in here. There's some kind of fist holding up. Jimmy, how did Curious dethrone you to second place? I've done that in other people's chats before. Just by like one post. I don't know how I did it. All right, let's see here. Kind of want to. I need to look up his scar patterns, but I'm just going to put some random scars on him. Crap, I might be screwing this up. I might not be able to like really draw. Let's give him a scar right there. The big buff arm like I want to do. But I might be able to get a fist over here. All right, let's see if I can make this look better. This might work out pretty good. Just kind of getting an idea where I wanted to go. So buff forearm. I do like drawing really skinny wrists lately. I don't know why. All right. So let's draw a good fist. I liked it better where it was a second ago. Too close to his face. I know he's got those gloves with the little balls on them. All right, learning how to draw fist time. All right, here we go. Or relearning how to draw fist time. I always like drawing foreshortened fists going this way. Because the thing I heard, I don't think I've seen anybody do it. You draw the fist, and then you draw the little palm of the hand, and then you draw this palm, and then you can draw the fingers going like that. Glove action. I should probably reference his freaking glove. But yeah, I mean, I want to redo it till I get it to where I like it. Let's draw it. But you get the idea of what I'm aiming for. Middle finger, there, pinky. This little part should be like right around there, I guess. I don't freaking know. We're not trying to make this perfect. Let me look up his gloves and see what they look like. Exactly. Man, they look goofy in the first one, in the first Tekken game. All right. Oh, what have I done? I clicked off. Go back. All right. So I can't really tell what they look like. Like I said. All right. Like I said, also I'm just gonna fix his arm here. And we're gonna do crap, he's got a bigger name. I'm really kind of upset that I want to cover up a massive, awesome bicep right here. Let me give you guys an idea of what it would have, what the glorious physique would have looked like before I erase it and draw his name over it. Man, sometimes it's freaking fun drawing big, bulky, ridiculous. Okay, so I don't know. I'm just going to give him a scar right there. I didn't realize how many scars Kazuya had. Let's finish this up real quick. So there's the... No, I was going to do the shoulder. Let's draw his chest. He's got a gnarly scar across his chest too. Scar on his back. I could shade some of this. Crap. I mean, I sure as heck might erase some of it too. Let's put a little more bend in his wrist. All right. I mean, it's simple. I'm happy with it. Now let's see if we can put his name over here. Dang it, I want to erase that bicep. I mean, detail the rest of this arm, but it'll be just a waste. Let's just get rid of it. Like I said, I'm probably gonna... Well, at least the world got to see it for a second. All right, how the heck do you spell his name? Her name's going that way. Let's have his name going this way. Z. Kazuya. Crap, that's so funny. I drew her first name huge and her last name tiny. Well, I guess it makes sense. Wait a minute. Yeah, if I guess the shorter name. Ah, crap. There's no freaking making sense of this. Both of his names are just going to be tiny. Mishi. H. All right. That was fun. All right. Should I end the stream now? Or should I do some more stuff? Huh. That's pretty cool. Man, you just never know how things are going to turn out sometimes. When you just freaking start drawing. All right. Anna Williams versus Kazuya Mishima. Probably pronouncing that wrong. Namco's never going to hire me for pronouncing their freaking characters' names wrong. Jiminy wants me to keep drawing. Yeah, let's do some other stuff real quick. All right. Am I completely happy with this? Yeah, I mean, holy crap. I was just going to do some headshots, but got a couple of like decent little figure shots. Huh. All right. Man, should I mess around with doing like an inner stroke under her name? I'm probably messing it up too much. I probably screwed it up. Oh well. Let's draw one of the craziest characters ever from Tekken. If y'all want to see a certain character, let me know. Yeah, we should just take requests one day. Honestly, this is like just playing around at this point, but let's draw Yoshimitsu. Hey, yeah, thanks, Curious. Said it came out really. You said this came out really good. And Jiminy says looking good, man. Thank you guys. Man, thanks for being here. All right, awesome. All right, let me grab another piece of paper and we will draw. Oh, you know what? I think I'm missing a light too. Hold on a sec. Crap, would that have made a difference? I'm such an amateur. All right, let's draw Yoshimitsu. Let me look this up real quick. The guy that freaking throws around a blade on, you know what? Man, if I start looking at a drawing, I'm not a super detailed penciler, but man, I could noodle on stuff forever. All right, now I'm just need to calm down. All right, freaking done. Oh, no, it's not. No, I fixed that thumbnail. All right, now it's. I don't even know. It's okay for a sketch, right? Tell me to stop. Tell me to stop right now. It's just a pencil sketch. All right, I feel thoroughly warmed up. All right, piece of paper. That was fun. All right. Let me think. Let me look this dude up real quick. Yoshimitsu. Why I do that? Look how I screwed this up. Look, there's all this space on this side of the drawing. And there's freaking no space on this side. I can't stand when things are not balanced. One of the main reasons I do text is to balance out drawings and stuff like that. But, and look, there's freaking all that space at the top. You know what? Crap. You know what I should do? Let's do player one. That's it's like my obsessive compulsive need to balance things out. They but that's the thing about balance things out. You can think of cool stuff. They two. All right, I feel better about the balance now, even though that's freaking all out of whack. That's gonna annoy the crap out of me. All right, let's look up Yoshimitsu. Oh yes, maybe we'll do Ling Xiaoyu. I think that's how you pronounce it. After this, that'd be awesome. Yoshi, how the heck do you spell Yoshimitsu? Yoshim. Look, it came up. I think that's it. Yoshimitsu. Yeah, I don't think there's any other character in the history of characters that's named Yoshimitsu because it's literally the only thing in Google right now. Like nothing comes up for Yoshimitsu. Wait a minute. A chef's knife? Interesting. Is there a chef knife named Yoshimitsu? All right. Let's see. Such a strange character design. So weird. There's so many different versions of this guy. Get rid of Kazuya. All right, let's see what we can do with this guy. Yeah, Ling Xiaoyu. I think that's how you pronounce it. All right, crap. How do I pick one of these like extremely bizarre character skins that he's got? He's got really weird look in some of these games. Like I've never understood if Yoshimitsu was like a. I don't think he's a cyborg. I could be wrong. Like he might just. They might just make that dude anything. And sometimes he looks like he's got bionic enhancements and stuff like that, or he's got like a skull floating in a jar of goo. in one of his skins. All right, let's pick one. See if we can come up with a cool pose. The camera might be too close for that. All right, let's stop messing around. Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about what's that super old guy's name? Heihachi. Yeah, we might have to do that one of these nights. Here's the deal. I'm thinking about doing just a bunch of random streams, doing fan art, video game fan art. I might end up getting obsessed with doing SNK fan art. I mean, that was like a huge part of my youth. Who knows? Who can name me some SNK characters? Goodness, my mouse getting jacked up. What the freak is the matter? Can't click on anything anymore. Stinking mouse. Man, I'm gonna accidentally close the stream down. Why is it doing that? All right, sorry. Oh crap. Kyo, is that the guy in the white gi? I'm gonna look that up right now. SNK Kyo. Oh my gosh, my mouse just decided to crap out, y'all. Oh my gosh, it's not working. Okay, I want to know if that's who I think it is. Oh wait, no, I know who it is. Yeah, it's the guy in the black suit. Yeah, he wasn't in Fatal Fury or what's the name of the game? Oh my gosh, King of Fighters. Is that what it is? Yeah, he wasn't in King of Fighters initially, was he? He was a later edition, I think. As much as I'm like really into SNK stuff or just character designs in general, I never really played King of Fighters. Is that blasphemy to say so? Kyo, yeah, he's cool, man. We're gonna have to do some we're gonna have to do a lot more sketching and stuff like that. Let's draw Yoshimitsu right now. We're gonna have to write all these characters down and start doing them on streams. All right, let's see here. Let's start at the top. What the heck is this? That pencil? This is a bunch of scrap pieces of paper that I've been drawing on, and I made a pile of a bunch of drawings that I had. A bunch of drawings that I had that I hated that I wanted to erase, and so I just spent like, I don't know, less than an hour just erasing old crappy drawings and repurposing the paper now. Now that's what all this paper is. Man, what the crap is up with this mouse? Oh my gosh. My mouse is crippled, y'all. Okay, that's really upsetting. All right, let's see. Oh, we need to do like a gun jack or a P jack drawing too. Before I get started on Yoshimitsu, let's see. Did I miss anything? Curious says, I would get lazy and cut the paper to center the, the drawing when I was younger. I might have to trim that. I have to trim that drawing. The Anna side off. That's not a bad idea. I didn't really think about that. All right. Oh yeah, curious sounds cool. Cross Contour. Welcome back, sir. Good to see you again. Yeah, you said Kyo. And yeah, there's so many great SNK characters. Tell me, am I tripping? Because oh my gosh, man, Samurai Showdown. Oh, stop it. Oh my gosh. Samurai Showdown might be the first couple of characters that I tackle on a fan art, video game fan art couple of streams, because holy crap, Samurai Showdown I did play. Uh and the whole cast is freaking awesome. I was really kind of disappointed with the Samurai Showdown remake because I wanted it to be a little bit more fast and furious. Like I wanted it to be like a legit remake of just some crazy uh high paced action fighting game. Almost like it would have been it'd be so crazy to see the Samurai Showdown characters as high octane and fast paced as something like a Guilty Gear game or something like that. Um, all right, let's see. Comics Legends back. What's up? Good to see you again, man. Hey, Matt. You said, hey, Matt, do you ever work hybrid? Um, where you draw the rough digital, then print it out and ink it traditionally? No, I've never done that. I don't know how to draw digitally. I've never done anything like it. Let's draw. But I mean, I do color digitally, but I still don't even color with an actual tablet and pen. I color with a mouse. I mostly get people to do all the heavy lifting for me, and then I'll go in and color over a lot of their stuff and change it and make it to where I, figure out what I want to change it to. Oh my gosh, I can't get any Yoshimitsu stuff. All right, let's see here. All right, so let's see. Now, here's the thing: is I wanted him. I'm drawing long ways. I want to draw him doing like a. I hope I'm going to fit his whole body on here. We're about to find out. Where do I start? All right, let's just put something down. Oh, Zaid, what's up? Zaid Comics is in the house. Yo, Zaid Comics, just saw you're I just saw your stream about going to Bell County Comic Con 2026 in Belton, Texas. That's pretty awesome. I mean, I knew that you were coming, but I just saw your stream about it. And Comics Legend says, Zaid Comics, any chance of a Matt Weldon variant cover for the Man with No Strings? Oh man, yeah, I feel pretty comfortable with that character now. I was kind of like sweating a little bit initially. I had I'd spent like many weeks um, in my car waiting to pick up my daughter from school. That's weird. Drawing the Man with No Strings, just sitting in my car waiting to pick up my daughter. I mean, you'd be surprised at what you can do in a car with a Walmart cutting board and just waiting, messing around. Let's see here. So I did a whole bunch of like Man with No Strings sketches in my car. I still haven't even showed you, Phil. I might need to dig those up and show them to you. I mean, they might be super lame. All right, let's make sure I get the size of this head right so I can maybe fit this whole body on here. All right, this is so far, if you're wondering what the heck I'm doing, I'm drawing like a side profile shot. There's his nose, his eyes. What kind of mask does he? I don't know. Honestly, I'm just gonna make some of this crap up because he's just got so many freaking weird designs. I don't have a clue. So that was crap. Can't tell what I just did. That's supposed to be like one of those. What are those old Japanese masks with the fangs going outward? Because Yoshimitsu is Japanese, right? Are they like are they? I mean, are they just called demon masks, or what are they called? Someone's got to know. And I always thought it was stupid looking, but as I'm looking at some of the reference, his kind of like bowl helmet looks kind of cool now that I'm looking at it. All right, and then he's got like some of that traditional layered Japanese armor style thing going on in the back. Party in the back. Japanese mullet armor. I don't know. Is that weird to say? That's kind of funny. Mullet armor. That's what. Need to make that a meme. Maybe not. Forget I ever said that crap. All right. So we got like a decent face. It's got kind of like this cool design or engravings almost on it kind of looks alien, man. Let's make it dark and mysterious. Oh wait, he's got kind of like a horn coming on this side. I'm kind of liking this little like dome armor or whatever a lot more than I always did or did before. All right, yeah, Zay Comics. I'll dig those up and show them to you. They might be really crappy though. Yeah, that's an idea. I've done Comics Legend. If you're go a couple of streams back and you'll see a Man with No Strings sketch cover that I did last week or so, something like that. All right, stop messing around. All right, big fat shoulder. Pad. Let's see here. Kind of want him hunched a little bit. Let's see, how's his shoulder pad look? Is it like got kind of a demon style, Japanese demon style face? Crap, I need to look that up. I'm just talking crazy now. I don't know if this is like a tiger face or what. Or a demon tiger face. Let's see if we can make it look cool in pencil. I can't make anything look cool in pencil. Pencil alone. I mean, it's taking a little bit of shape, I guess. Sometimes I hate detailing stuff, but sometimes I really get into it. This might be one of those times. And trust me when I say, whenever I say really detailed, it's probably like not even remotely close to anything detailed that an actual professional would produce. Yeah, so I don't know if I fully answered. Yeah, I guess it's just a Japanese. Oh crap, Maya. Crap. Let me see if I can pronounce her name. Shiraniu. One of my freaking most favorite anime movies of all time, and if you haven't seen it, I totally recommend you see it, is the Fatal Fury motion picture animated movie. It's the third movie that they made for the Fatal Fury animated series back in like the 90s or early 2000s. I think it was 90s. But I cannot say enough good things. Maybe it was just like struck me whenever I was younger as one of the coolest things. I mean, it was kind of like a story, a tragic tale with action and let's see, let's put like a cool symbol on the tiger's. I don't know if it's a tiger. Maybe it's like a demon mask. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. Yeah, if you're gonna go watch the Fatal Fury, the motion picture anime, watch it in English dub. It's one of the greatest movies I've ever seen in my life. It's got that old school anime feel to it. And did I say English dub? Watch it in English dub. Oh my gosh, it takes me back. I'm getting emotional. All right, let's see. Let's see if I can do what I want to do. Let's draw like an arm going. There's a tricep. I don't want to lock the elbow. Here's the thing, I just freaking spent all that time on that shoulder pad. I might have to erase some of it. This is where you plan, children. Don't make the same mistakes I do. Because I want to draw the arm coming back here. Let's see. Honestly, this freaking armor is so weird. This is where it's going to look ridiculous. I'm probably not going to detail any of this to any degree because I just did all that for freaking nothing. That was fun though. All right, let's do this right, people. All right, so I want is the neck coming down here. I want his arm going forward. Chest, hunchback, or hunched over because we're going to draw his leg coming out this way. Sometimes you can get away with it. Sometimes I do. Maybe that's why I tried it. And that's why, like, maybe that's why I'm like having to fix everything now. Sometimes you have ideas in your head. Okay, neck. shoulder on the other side. So here's my thought process. This is his wrist for his left hand. And because I'm not even sure if Yoshimitsu has two swords, or if he has one, or if he has like the traditional long sword and short sword. So, okay, there's the big plate, chest armor, and you know what? And here's the thing too: is like he has like his long scabbard. And his short scabbard. I don't know if that's how they look, but we'll just kind of put him there for now. Get an idea. Let's put his tricep back here. Let's see what we can. You know what? I think I figured it out. Let's go all the way back. There's a tricep right here. Because, all right, I think I'm finally getting there. All right, so armor, wrist. All right, now this is goofy. Don't judge me. Sometimes it helps me to draw goofy to get to where I need to be. Because I want to draw the blade. There's the handle of his blade. The guard. And we'll fix that. And the sword kind of going up. It's too close. All right, cool. Let's try to make this look better. And sometimes I like drawing long swords. All right, cool. So now here's the fun part, is like the hand. So the guard, I'll draw those. I like stubby little guards, not big, wide ones. This sword looks ridiculous. So let's draw the index finger. And then we draw the pinky kind of. No. All right, so index finger, middle finger, pinky finger, all right, that doesn't look terrible. That's a start, but let's see what kind of armor does he have on his. We'll worry about that in a second. Oh, okay. probably doesn't even line up. All right, let's get some reference. All right, now we're finally getting somewhere. I mean, I don't know if y'all can tell if we're getting somewhere, but I feel like I kind of like you know what? Let me see something real quick. Part of me wants to draw like his elbow back here. No, that doesn't look right. Let me stick with what I had. We'll draw like some armor for the back side. Kind of like where that's going. Maybe a foreshortening off to the back a little bit. Blades are... All right, yeah, the more I think about it, the more I think I am going to draw him with a second sword, even though I don't think he has a second sword in the video game, but I could be wrong about that. Sorry, like I don't usually like... This is just such a weird character design. I don't know. I don't have a clue if this is armor is canon or what. All right, let's draw that face, that creature's face again. Maybe do it faster this time. Sorry if y'all are talking. Let me see if I'm saying anything. Alpha Proto's here. Alpha Proto, did somebody tell you we were drawing Yoshimitsu, or did you just figure it out on your own? You know what? Honestly, you guys, I'm just to the point where you kind of just get so comfortable where you just are like, I don't care anymore. We're just going to make some of it up. This is just for fun anyway. All right. Let's go back to what I had over here if I can get it back. If anybody's wondering, this is his shoulder, his left shoulder, just like shoulder pad. And this is his left forearm into his left wrist, which I'm probably gonna, let's do this right now. Let's see here. What I'm thinking about is having his All right, in case anybody's wondering, here is the left thumb knuckle. There's the index finger. Here's the middle finger. What I want to do is kind of have the I want to have him holding this sword backwards too. Let's but it'll be much shorter, so maybe we can draw it like extreme foreshortened, or it might just go behind his leg. We'll come back to it later. We'll see how all this turns out. Chest plate. I don't know if I like that right now. We'll come back to that later. Because I might want to kind of have him holding it to where it's doing something like that. That's a jacked up hand, so we're not going to go with that. We'll come back to it later, but we'll leave that for now. Let's draw some of those like thick Japanese bands. What's those like cool ropes that are tied on geishas and stuff like that in the back, and they make like little cool flower. I don't want to say patterns, but they tie them in cool knots, cool Japanese knots. Crap, I didn't finish this guy. I don't even know if there's a name for like Japanese knot tying or something. Geisha knot tying abilities. Is that even like a thing? Man, I want to draw him with like some really insane back armor, or just like extremely hunched over. Because if you can't tell, I guess I haven't really explained what I'm doing yet. I'm going to have him jumping like across the page. So we'll have his knee come out over here. And his leg coming behind it. I might have to zoom out so y'all can see this. His foot. Little Ninja Turtle foot. calf muscle. All right, that's goofy, but you get the idea. Like he's maybe hunched over is like not that great. There's no way y'all are gonna even be able to appreciate this until I like scan it in. But you get the idea. But I'm about to erase everything and try and draw it in a more coherent way. All right, let's see what we can do. So his shoulder pad is over here. I kind of want to draw a shoulder pad like really raised up on this side. Let's just erase this. Sorry if that doesn't make sense. All right. Yeah, Alpha Protosay figured it out. Awesome. Figured it out just by looking at the drawing that it was Yoshimitsu. Does that mean you played Tekken? I haven't played Tekken in forever. And I never played Yoshimitsu. I did like playing Tekken, but I was usually my couple of go-to guys on the game were King and Steve. Steve was like probably if I would have kept playing the game, I might have been the greatest Steve player that ever lived. I'm just saying. I was some of my friends who are like insanely good players were scared of my Steve. Mm-hmm. Oh, Alpha Proto says he plays every fighting game. Let me catch up on what y'all are talking about. And let me know if the lighting is any good on this, or if this is easy to see. Sorry if the camera's bad, but I think I did fix the constant attempt by the camera to focus and constantly jump all over the place. I think I stopped it from focusing, auto-focusing. You know what? Since his arm is back this way, his right arm is back, so his right knee will be forward, which means his shoulder pad on this side, I kind of want to raise it all the way up here and see what it looks like. I think he's throwing his body weight up with his left side. There's his shoulder pad, there's his shoulder, there's his bicep, there's his forearm. Yeah, so Alpha Proto, you say you play every fighting game. I played a lot of them, but who do you play with? in the Tekken game? Who's your character that you play with? Or characters? I don't know if I like that. I like the shoulder up. We'll come back to it. Let's see here. All right, now here's the fun part. Is I think he has like this cool like leg armor padding. Let's see if I can draw this traditional armor padding without getting yelled at for drawing it wrong. Let me see if I missed anybody saying anything. Sorry, I'm really horrible with the chat. Wait a minute. Sheaths should go on the left? Crap. Sorry I'm late on that. Curious. I guess that's right. All right. Gotta learn to erase people. That's kind of cool and sad at the same time because I like showing, as much as possible, but the crap goes on the left and the crap goes on the left. Let's see here. Good catch though. Curious. Thanks for that, man. I'm glad I looked back. I'm still sorry if I'm missing anything. Curious also said the shoulder armor looked so good. Hopefully you're not talking about the one that I erased, but you probably are. Hopefully I got close to back there. You know what? Let's see how his arm looks like raised up all the way over here. I don't know if I like that. You know what? Yeah, that might be too high. Crap, this is some cheap paper, y'all. I'm gonna freaking rip it just by erasing it so much. All right. Finish this. I'm just skipping around all over the place, guys. Sorry. I really like cool, big, baggy pants going into like skinny ninja leggings and knee pads and stuff. Which is one of the reasons why I like Samurai Showdown characters. Like one of the coolest things that I liked as a kid was that character. His name was Galford, I think. Let's give him like one of those devil mask knee pads. Alright, shin, calf muscle. Alright guys, this is sorry if the table is slanted and you're seeing weird proportion. This is kind of starting to turn out okay. I was really nervous about this one. I don't know what I'm doing right here. If you're still out there, Zaid Comics, though, I'm just telling you right now, any covers I do, I really, really want to do wraparound covers. Because that's like my favorite thing ever. I just really like to do them. All right, let me make sure I'm not missing any chats here. Oh man, this is gonna be weird. I'm just telling you right now, it's gonna be hard to draw his scabbards on the left side without them looking inappropriate, if you know what I mean. There's the knot and his little geisha wrapping. Yeah, because if I draw his freaking scabbard on the left side, it's gonna look wacky. I'm gonna hold off for a second. I don't know what to do. Let's see. Give me some reference, people. All right, we'll continue drawing that tiger demon face. Hey, yeah, you know what? That looks kind of cool, man. His chin. I mean, it looks like a cool silhouette, if you know what I mean. Like, it's all about getting like a cool shape on things. Since he's hunched over, most of this might be black under shadow. All right, does he have like kind of like a little skirt padding that goes around the back? How does that work? Crap. The shape of it looks cool. All right, let's see here. Other leg. Huh, guys, I'm telling you. I'm getting happier and happier with this by the minute. Just the overall like dynamics of Character jumping. All right, so here's the back side of his baggie. This might have to be like in a great deal of shadow. I'll leave room for his. Hopefully it's not all running together. Not making sense. Now draw some more trinkets. Draw like a little jade stone dangling off of some other little beads and wrapping. I mean, if I'm here, if I don't have to draw this character sequentially or all the time, then deck them out. You know what I'm saying? Draw them with as much crap as possible. All right, let's finish up these legs. Foot. And I'm pretty sure he has like Ninja Turtle. Crap, I don't know. Does he have like a little extra guard on his foot? But he has the little sandals. I have no idea what the heck I'm doing right now. I don't know if he's got a little like what are those little bones called in the top of your foot? Phalanges? Crap, did I get that right? I'm an expert, y'all. The foot phalanges. Does he have like a little guard for those? All right, now here's the cool part. Probably gonna be in shadow. Here's the other knee demon thing into the calf muscle. I should probably not shade this area too much since this might go. I mean, I'll probably detail it, but draw some little, but it'll probably be heavily shaded. You know what? Maybe not so much bend in his knee. Guys, I can't believe we've almost arrived at the end of this sketch. Not really, though. I got to freaking figure out that left hand. And you can't really appreciate this sketch because I drew it long ways. I got to figure out my camera situation. I'll scan this in and post it on Twitter. And then y'all can tell me if the anatomy is competent or if it's as dynamic as I kind of would hope. All right, so maybe he's got his little phalange guard there. Sandal wrapping. And I kind of have his foot right here, the bottom of his foot facing that way. And I kind of have the bottom of his foot facing towards us a little bit. I don't know if that works or not. But maybe not too much, just ever so slightly. Well, anyways. Now let's figure out, you know what? Y'all can't really tell. I might mess with this foot a little bit more and go back to the original bent knee, a little bit more bent. Anyways, let's figure out this left hand, and then this crap might be done. That's going to be a freaking nightmare. All right. Huh, that might work. And a part of me was also thinking that he doesn't have to be holding a sword. He could just be like having like a hand. I don't know. Let's play around with it a little bit. See if we can do something cool. Because it might be cool to draw his hand out this way. And have a sword kind of going, crossing the back. No, it won't. I don't like that. That looks stupid. Honestly, I might do this. Let's see here. I might draw a couple of arms on him and just decide later. Might draw the his hand, wrist, and hand over here. And try to draw that. Try to attempt that backward thing again, and I might draw another one over here. With the handle of the sword kind of going over his shoulder a little bit. Foreshortener. Index finger. Thumb. Middle finger. And then draw the, almost like the guard is in the palm of his hands. Maybe a little bit. No, it's all about finding it. All right, let's see if we can find the angle of this sword. I'm screwing this up. That'll be a shorter sword. Oh. I don't know. Maybe if all of this was further out. Let's just erase. This is the sad state of affairs of trying to, like, of one little thing holding up the entire show. I think this is lame too, the more that I look at it. Crap. What should I do? Let me read some chats while I think about it. Sorry I'm behind, you guys. Yeah, Alfred Proto says he does have a second sword. Yeah, because I never really played with the character, but I only ever seen him play with one sword. But I thought, yeah, I'm Googling it, and a lot of things are making it look like he has a second sword. Alpha Proto says, don't worry too much about the accuracy. Yoshimitsu wears lots of different armor in every game. I mean, absurdly different armor from game to game. Alpha Proto says, you just have to remember the modern Yoshimitsu is left-handed. What? Great. That's freaking stellar. Well, I think you're crap. I'm looking at some Google stuff right now. It appears he is left-handed. That sucks. Yeah, I just saw that Yoshimitsu is in the new Soul Calibur game. I didn't even know that until today. Wait a minute. So you said you have to remember that the modern Yoshimitsu is left-handed and Soul Calibur Yoshimitsu is right-handed. Oh, all right. I'll check. I'll have to keep that in mind. Alpha Protos. Yeah, Curious says, good point, Alpha Proto. Comics Legend says, if this was a final piece, you would ink over this page. Would you ink over this page, or would you lightbox it and ink it on a new sheet of paper? Sorry, Comics Legend, for being so late, but yeah, I would definitely, if I was gonna do something with this, I would definitely ink it on some nicer, thicker paper, because this is just 11 by 17, 20-pound copy paper. Alpha Proto says you play every fighting game. Alpha Proto says in Tekken you mostly play King. Yes. You said you're not good at remembering long strings of combos. No, I'm not either. Like, I can probably remember some of the basics, like, but if I freaking tried to get into Tekken right now, gosh, it's been years. You say you just use really strong attacks. Alpha Proto also says You control spacing, counter, dodge, and use big hits. When you can get a grab. Man, I used to there's the buffering system that I didn't know about until forever, mostly growing up, and I don't know if there was a buffering system growing up, but the buffering system now on buttons where you can just hold and set your buttons, I mean, it's freaking ridiculous, the things you can get away with, by not having to, like, lift your finger up and just keep holding the button and just hit the new button. You said the sad thing is you usually play the game with your younger brother, but he only plays Lei Wulong. Wait, but he is not in the game. Um, oh yeah, man. I never played him, but I think my brother liked to play him all the time. Man, I haven't played Tekken 8 either. I have 7 on the PlayStation 4 out there. I don't have a PlayStation 5 or anything. Tekken Tag Tournament. Dang, that was a good game. Holy crap, I forgot all about that. Tekken Tag 2. That was a dang good game. Yeah, Galford, the blue-eyed ninja, and his puppy dog, Puppy. Yeah, man. Oh my gosh, man. Samurai Showdown is like, I mean, it's such a slow game. It might be really bad trying to go back and play it. I was really sad that they made it like really slow. They did the remake really slow. I wish they would have they could have done a lot better on the remake. Um, yeah, Alpha Proto says he likes the wraparound covers. Yeah, I definitely am all about the wraparound covers. Alpha Proto asks, have you ever drawn a cover where the back of the cover is the view of the front cover from behind? I've drawn up a couple of them. Many of them I have sketched up like that. And I don't want to tell you what I've done, but I have I have a couple of those sketched up. Like I wonder if I might even be able to grab one for you right here. An idea that I had. Let me see if I can find it. And I sketched it up. And if I can find it, I'll show it to you right now. Because because I have a bunch of ideas for that. And crap. Man, I just tried to organize my office the other day. And it's still a mess. All right, let's see what's in this stack. We'll look through some sketches real quick. Some old sketches I did for some other books and frames. Here's a really wacky, like a Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. Like, except they're all battle hardened and like ready to go to war. Got freaking axes and cool uh, beards and blades and stuff like that. Braided beards. Let's see here. What the heck is I doing here? Oh crap! That's some scandalous business right there. Female. I don't know what the freak this is for. Does that look like Steven Seagal to y'all? Maybe I think I was trying to draw Steven Seagal there. All right. Well, this is. Oh, I wish I could remember what the name of this was and what this was for. I was sketching up some ideas for maybe a cover for someone. There's some Krampus action, some bewildered Krampus. It's not like gnarly. Let's see here. And it was for a Punchline comic cover that I had in mind. Let's see if I can find it. There's some other random stuff. What video game is this from? Break. This might be like a Fire Emblem. I don't know why I drew this twice, but maybe I was gonna ink that. All right, guys, looks like we're looking for some more sketches. That's like an Alita battle. The heck is that? Jon Snow? Man, these are old. Some of these are old, y'all. Try the fan for me. All right, I think I found it. Oh, here we go. I found it. All right, so here's an idea that I had for the front cover and the back cover. And I have a few of these ideas for some covers, but so here is not John Wick and a female accomplice. Just like calmly cool on the cover, you know, just standing there being all nonchalant. And on the back cover, I was just gonna draw like all kinds of absurd weapons and stuff like that, where they were just maybe like another, maybe holding like a machete with a one of those 9 millimeters hanging out at the back of his coat or something like that. Just like an absurd amount of weapons just on their back will be the back cover, and the front cover you can't see anything. They're just standing there. It was an idea. I might redo this completely, but yeah, it's an idea that I had for one of my punchline covers. Just like I just wanted to do like a really insane, uh, gunfight issue. Just absurd amounts of arms and bullets of all calibers flying everywhere. That was an idea. That's one of the ideas I had. But yeah, I hope that answers your question. Yeah, it's one idea that I had. I got a couple more somewhere, but if I know where they are. All right, let's see if we can. Now that I've taken a break, let's see if I can figure out this left hand. All right. Sometimes you just gotta put some pencil down, see what happens. So shoulder pad. Forearm. This is index finger. Thumb. I don't know. That looks dumb. Man, I'm going to wear this eraser out tonight on this drawing. I mean, that was I like that idea, but you know what? Let's try this real quick. Let's try the forearm. And let's try not drawing the sword backwards. Let's draw the sword straight up. I think I'm liking it, but I think it needs to be further away from his face. I don't think that even lines up. Let's see here. I think I'm going to try and stick with the sword being backwards in his hand and this hand, and draw the other sword being held correctly. I feel like we're getting close. Crap, boys and girls. I think we're getting there. Sometimes it's just about drawing something where you want it, and then figuring out how to connect the hand and arm to it after the fact. A thumb. And it might be a super stubby little handle. Man, I don't know if that looks stupid or not. This might be one of those instances where I counsel myself or others to just like freaking quit your drawing, look at it tomorrow. I love like really tiny little guards on samurai swords. Let's pick this blade. I think I got it, y'all. Well, I think I'm like okay with the shape of this for now. All right, so I want this blade to be a little bit thicker because I like thick samurai swords. I know this is just a freaking pencil sketch, but I'm like obsessing about it. And you know what? I think I'm kind of okay with that. I don't know if that exactly lines up, but who the frick cares? I think that's the best. I think that's the best option we have. It might even be like raising this up a little bit. And then tomorrow, when I look at it, I might be freaking super pissed off and erase the whole thing. Draw the bicep right there. Yeah, I'm probably gonna hate it tomorrow, but I'm content with it for now. We'll just call this a stream. How long have I been streaming, anyways? Man, I really appreciate y'all coming out. Let's catch up on some reading while I look at this and kind of regret everything I've done so far. Yeah, it's like 2:18 over here where I'm at. Alpha Proto says he likes the wraparound covers. Alpha Proto says, I remember seeing people wear Looney Tunes shirts that did that. Crap. See, this is probably where you made a comment about something I said, and I'm so bad about reading the chat that I did. I, I don't know what that. Maybe I can figure out what you're responding to. You said the front. Oh, yeah. You were talking about the front and back covers. Oh, yeah. Looney Tunes shirts. Holy crap. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, you're talking about an image on the front and an image on the back of the shirt. Um, yeah, I think I know exactly what you're talking about. You said the front of the t-shirt had Taz and Bugs Bunny. Front and the back had a view of their backsides. Holy crap, dude. I think I might have had that shirt. That's so funny. Alpha Proto says, you remember seeing, or no, Curious says, Alpha Proto, I remember those shirts. Heck yeah, I can't believe it. I think I might have even had one. Comics Legend says, maybe have a foreshortened sword. Is did I is this what you had in mind? Because I think that was like my only option. Um, I'm probably gonna freaking erase it here in a minute. It's starting to annoy me. But at the same time, it's like the best option that I came up with so far. So I'm like hesitating a little bit. Um we might mess around with it, or I might just like end the stream here in a minute and say uh we did what we could for the time. I'm just gonna have to look at it tomorrow. Also, I didn't even draw the scabbard coming off of him either. The thing is like the scabbard has to be not conflicting with that thing so much. But crap, man. I hesitate drawing that scabbard coming out this front side because it's gonna freaking look funny. All right, let me read. Uh, but I appreciate that Comics Legend. Yeah, foreshortened sword might be the best way, but let's see here. Curious says his left hand could be holding the sheath. Interesting. Interesting. That's not a bad idea. We might have to. I might. I might see right after I drew the sheath. To the other side. I might play around with that as an option. Let me think about that one for a little bit. That's not a bad idea though. Comics Legend says it might look like he's eating a hot dog. um, he said if he uses two swords though, is he two-handed? I mean, I'm gonna have to maybe YouTube some of his stuff and see what he does. Because I don't remember him ever using two swords, even though I think, like was said, I think he does have two swords, or at least canon wise. Um, Curious says, LOL, should have read the comments. Dang it. I'm only reading that comment like 20 minutes late. Curious says that Snow White is awesome. Yeah, I was pretty happy with that Snow White, the battle hardened Snow White and her seven doors. I might actually like play around with that. That's why I have that one on hand. I might actually do something with that in the next year or three. Um, Comics Legend says that's a great idea for a front and back cover, if not John Wick. Yeah, I'm gonna redo it. I want them like to have maximum weapons in the back side of the cover that you can't see on the front side of the cover. Yeah, I really want to like um, figure something out where I can just like have an absurd amount of armaments on their backs on the back side of the cover, hanging out the jacket, whatever, you know. Um, but yeah, I was pretty happy with that idea. Curious says the punchline cover would be so cool. Thanks, man. Yeah, I hope so. Nova Draws is back. What's up? Hey, thanks. Nova Draws says the drawing looks awesome. Um, Comics Legend. Yeah, go skip back to the front. I did a quick little warm-up sketch of some faces I was pretty happy with. If you want. Comics Legends says, "Yeah, it turned out great. Thanks. Thank you very much. Thanks for yeah, hopefully I shared the you said thanks for sharing the process. Hopefully I shared some of the process as I was like going on. I don't know if I did really share the process to a satisfactory to any satisfaction because I mean, I don't know, I was just kind of it's all about getting like a good silhouette, a good figure. Um and then maybe just kind of filling in the details. That's kind of how I draw. If I have any kind of quick process, it's like find a good um, dynamic silhouette and then fill in the details. Just make the figure look good um, to the point where it looks good as a silhouette, and then just fill it all in from there. Um, Curious says came in at 12:30 and it's 2:19, so yeah, freak. It's 2:24 now. So that I only read your comment 5 minutes late after you wrote it. That's kind of like a record. That's kind of like a good record for me. 5 minutes is usually like 20 minutes late. Comics Legend says, "Yes, great sword. Thank you." Novadraw says, "The sword looks great." Man, appreciate it. I I try to draw good swords. Um, and I And honestly, he has like this cool sword where I didn't want to make him look silly by drawing like some little tassels on it with some uh like Hello Kitty figures on the end of it or some beads or something, but it crossed my mind just to let you know. Um, you know what? Should I nope, I'm not going to do it. But I do have I probably will make some adjustments on this drawing, but you guys get the idea. So let's see if that's cool. Or if you can even see that. Sorry if the lighting is weird, but kind of got most of it in there. Yeah, but appreciate y'all coming out. I think we'll call it there for a night. It's been a couple days since I streamed, so I was like, crap, I really need to keep this going and do some more. And I really need to not do them in the middle of the night anymore. I need to start streaming during the day or figuring out a time to stream more regularly. But I can't tell y'all how much it means that y'all show up regularly. And to any new folks out there, yeah, we'll keep in mind some of the characters that we mentioned, like Ling Xiaoyu and Galford, and some of the. I'll go back and look see some of the other characters. We'll draw some more characters. I want to do like a bunch more drawing streams and showing you how I get to the figures and things that I get to, if anybody can benefit from that. Because I just, inking streams are fun, but breaking down a sketch and stuff like that, I think people might like. But good night, Curious, Nova Draws, Comics Legend, Alpha Proto. Man, Jiminy, if you're still here, like I appreciate all y'all for showing up at this crazy hour. Um, Via con Dios, y'all, and hopefully y'all are blessed wherever you are in the world. Good night and good morning if y'all are at work or y'all got to get up for work, whatever it is. Take care, everybody. Until I see y'all on the next stream.